Jordan was so glad he got the opportunity to come to Grand Forks and watch the regional track and field meet. It really brought back memories of when he ran for Idaho State. As he watched the UND track and field team, he noticed that many of the teammates were lacking good quality shoes and that most of them were different colors and brands. It reminded him of when he ran track and field and how they did have matching equipment and how it built to their team's confidence and that they felt a sense of uniformity and family as a team. Just then, he noticed Amy Stroup, a former teammate of his from Idaho State. He didn't realize that she was an assistant coach with UND. So he decided to approach her and do some research on UND track and field's current situation and their perception of ASICs.
Amy, long time no see.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How long have you been coaching at UND?
I've been here for about 3 years now.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm a sales rep for ASICs, and I've noticed that a lot of your student athletes have different shoes and anything like that. Do you have any contracts or anything?
No, currently we don't have anything. We kind of just, every student athlete kind of just picks what they need, and that's how we've been approaching it this year.
Okay, that's very interesting. I noticed you have a lot of them running around right now. I was wondering if you would mind if I took a couple minutes and talked to a couple of them.
No, definitely feel free. We've actually been looking into doing something with sports apparel, so I think that'd be a great idea.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi, my name is Jordan Jager.
Hi.
I used to be a teammate with Coach Strope back in college.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
I'm currently a sales representative for the ASICS brand.
Yeah?
Would you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, how familiar are you with the brand?
ASICS? Oh, I love them. I've been using them my entire life, all my entire sports career.
That's great. We're always really happy to hear that the athletes are satisfied with the product. How do you feel towards having your whole team wearing the same brand or looking the same? You know, the look good, feel good, play good thing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. If that was the case, that'd be awesome. It just, right now, a lot of people are just wearing a bunch of different brands, you know, Nike, ASICS, all these different brands. So it'd be really nice to be kind of combined and have the same apparel. You know, like you said, look good, feel good, go on the court or on the field and just be united. That'd be great.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Good luck training and with the season on the way.
All right, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Oh, hey, Amy. Thanks again for letting me talk to a couple of your athletes.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's a chance I could maybe get an appointment with the athletic director?
Definitely. I'll talk to him and put in a good word, and hopefully you guys can get something set up.
Okay, thanks again.
Yeah, no
nice
problem.
to see you.
Good to see you.
Jordan then decided to conduct some more research to confirm the information he had just received from the conversations he had with the assistant coach and the student athlete. He found online that the UND football team recently signed a contract with Adidas, so he knew that there was a possibility for one brand to represent an individual sport at UND. He then did some research on the current athletics director to make sure that UND actually has a need for the ASICS shoes, the resources to pay for them, and if he had the authority to approve the sale. He found that the AD was the one who signed off on the Adidas contract for the football team, and also that he is very affiliated with the track and field team and attends many of their meets. He also researched and discovered that a former UND track and field alumni had recently donated a significant amount of money to their program, qualifying them as a valid prospect. Jordan's next objective was to meet with the gatekeeper and schedule a meeting with the athletics director.
Yes, I was wondering if I could speak with the athletics director, Brian Faison.
Yeah, do you have an appointment?
No, I do not.
Unfortunately, it's a pretty busy time right now, so you can either come back later or make an appointment. And the next one I see here is about 3 weeks out. So if you want to do that, we can get that established right now. Other than that, there's not much I can do. He's running around all day.
Okay, thank you. I'll probably just stop back in later.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
As Jordan leaves the UND athletic office, he contemplates his next move, since the gatekeeper indicated that the athletic director's schedule wouldn't be open for numerous weeks. He knew he needed to either establish a relationship with the gatekeeper or find another way to reach the athletic director. He remembered from his pre-approach research that the athletic director often attends UND track and field meets, so he figured he'd start there.
Hello, Mr. Faison. Nice to meet you. My name is Jordan Jager.
Hey, Jordan.
I'm a sales rep for ASICS athletic equipment. I had talked with Amy Strope, one of your track coaches, and we had discussed a little bit about talking and switching the athletic equipment to having more matching equipment. I sell to a couple teams in the Big Sky Conference, and I had attended a meet last Friday. I had noticed that a lot of the students had mismatched gear, and I was wondering what you think about having one brand for the entire program.
I think it'd be great if we looked the same. I have no doubt about that, but timing couldn't be better because we've been very concerned about what we're doing with our team apparel and our other issues that have to do with team gear. And so it's pretty good timing on your part, and Coach Rupp's told me a lot about you, so I'd like to see if we can get together.
All right, that sounds great. I'm actually in town and available until Tuesday. Would that work for you?
Yeah, I'll check with my assistant. They handle everything for me. I'm not allowed to touch my calendar by myself, but absolutely, I look forward to that.
All right, thanks. I'll see you then.
You got it.
I'm sorry, man. He's really busy. He don't have any openings the rest of the week.
Actually, I should be on his calendar. My name is Jordan Jager. I'm with A6 Athletics.
Okay, hold on a second. Here we are, Mr. Jager. Yes, you do have an appointment. If you like to take a seat in the waiting area, he'll be ready for you in 5-10 minutes.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Mr. Jager. Mr. Faison's ready to see you now.
All right, thank you.
Right. Yep. Ready through that door.
All right, thank you. Hello, Mr. Faison.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see you again. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with me again.
I'm glad to do it. This is an important issue for us, and obviously Coach Rupp said a lot of good things about you and the company, so looking forward to our visit.
Yeah, as we had talked before, I noticed that the track athletes did not have all matching shoes. Does this pose any problems for your track team at all?
I think it always is an issue when you don't have one look, one brand that you can associate with, and more importantly, I think it also is an issue when there are specializations within the industry that you can't really apply to your athletes for their sport. So track and field being kind of unique in its own way. So that's why I'm so interested in the product.
Okay, so you kind of agree that the current equipment situation affects in some ways the performance of your athletes, maybe their mentalities?
I think it can, and certainly when you don't look the same, I don't think you have the same feeling about your team as you do when you have the same look. But more importantly, I think from a performance standpoint, you'd like to put them in the kinds of shoes that they feel are really going to help them compete at their best.
Yeah, I agree. How do you think your athletes will respond to a new or an established new look for competition?
Oh, I think they'd respond to it very, very well. No question about that.
Well, here at A6, we bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. We pride ourselves in the quality products that allow universities to be successful at the highest level of competition. We do this by offering quality gear that is developed specifically for individual sports. We provide shoes, for example. These running shoes are the perfect cross trainer for indoor track. Some of the features of these shoes are that they have flexible grooves, they provide extra support, and there are solid rubber features as well towards the soles and the midsoles that allow them to work across terrains, tar, concrete, or grass.
Right, that's part of what I'm so intrigued with the product, because it is very much designed with track and field in mind.
Okay. Well, with these features, your team will be able to be more comfortable, they'll look sharp, and with their better image. These shoes also help prevent your injury with the technology structure of the shoe. Do you have any questions about these?
One thing I do have a concern with, and it's one we struggle with when we deal with this kind of issue with equipment or merchandise, and that is just simply what our athletes like that brand, and I haven't heard a lot of comment for this brand from our student athletes, frankly.
I understand your concern for your student athletes, but I've actually spoken with one of your track and field student athletes, and she gave a very positive response to the thought of making it the official shoe of the UND track and field team. I've also had contacts with Montana Idaho State, and Northern Arizona, if you would like to speak with them about their experience with our brand.
Yeah, we have great relationships with those schools, and certainly their track and field programs are exceptional, and both within the conference and frankly nationally. One of the issues too for us is we've got to deal with Adidas for football. It's specific just for football. So having a sport-specific deal with your company is not something that's alien to the process for us at all. So highly interested.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Adidas is a great company and they offer great shoes and sport equipment. However, ASICS is especially for track and field. For example, it drops over an ounce of weight, and despite its ultra sleek design, it packs a broad accommodation with fit, and it makes a great choice for an even wider variety of runners to use. It's designed to take in battle and wear and tear, and with the weather elements as well, if it's wet, dry, slippery, snowy, anything like that, everyday occurrences, especially here in North Dakota. Do you see how you would be better off with the ASICS brand?
First, I get the conditions, absolutely, and that's one of the challenges. You want to have a shoe for the team that can match up against those weather conditions. So I think it sounds like it would be a great fit for our track and field team.
All right, well that sounds good. Let's get it rolling here. We can give you 2 trial designs for athletes, and we can have them here for you before next week.
We'll need to take a little momentary step back in the sense that we've got to analyze some things and assess. And of course, we have our own sets of processes that we need to go through here.
Okay, I understand that you need a little bit more time to understand this decision, but with the upcoming season really close, in fact, you're actually losing a little bit of the value in having your athletes able to try and test out our equipment, allow them to become familiar with the product.
You know, you're right. I mean, we need to get after this. This is clearly something I know we're going to want to do, and it's very much specific to that program. So let's get to work.
All right, this sounds great. I'm glad we could make this work for the both of us. I think the student athletes are really going to enjoy having ASICS for their training.
Yeah, I agree, and can't wait to get going with this partnership.
All right, thanks again. Liaison, this is Jordan Jager calling back. Just wondering how our recent agreement with the ASICS shoes are going. Yes, I've actually talked with Amy a couple hours ago. She said that everyone on the team and the athletes are happy with what's going on. I was just wondering if I would be able to meet up with you next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, to see if there are any changes we need to do to the agreement, or if there are any different types of shoes that you would like instead of what we had agreed upon. Okay, perfect. That sounds good. I'll see you then. Goodbye.